Hello everyone, Chief Weather Forecaster Beckett Webb here inside the Highland Weather Studios. Thank you so much here for tuning in, looking at today's weather headlines. Showers expected today, snow showers possible again tonight, and a massive warm-up early next week. Today is February 4th, 2026, and today's edition of Weather Watch starts now. Alrighty, hello everyone, Chief Weather Forecaster Beckett Webb here. Thank you so much for tuning in. We have a few things to get to, even looking at the possibility of some snow showers yet again tonight, which may disrupt a little bit of the morning commute tomorrow. Not really expecting much out of that. We'll get to that accumulation chance in just a moment once this system decides to show you the full entire, there we go. Having some technical issues, I do apologize. Looking at today's hourly forecast here, cloudy conditions continue all the way through 2 p.m. Temperatures warming to the mid-30s, warming into the mid-40s by 2 p.m. Showers at 4 p.m. in the lower 40s before temperatures drop into the upper to mid-30s 8 through 10 p.m. with snow showers. You can see 8 through the 10 p.m. hour. And let's talk about that accumulation chance in just a moment here. Looking at today's forecast, patchy fog and showers high of about 46 degrees at 50% chance of precipitation. Greenville-Spartanburg sitting at 48 degrees with showers and fog sitting at a 60% chance of precipitation. Looking at Charlotte, showers and fog high of about 45 degrees, 80% chance. And Decoa sitting at 53 degrees with showers and patchy fog, 40% chance. And Gatlinburg sitting at 46 degrees with showers likely, also sitting at a 60% chance. Looking at February 3rd's almanac, yesterday's high was 44, the low was 15, average high is 51, average low is 29, record high is 77, record low is -5, sunrise at 7:28 a.m., and sunset is officially at 6 p.m., and that time still continues to go up. Now, let's talk about the wintry weather chance possible tonight. You can see the latest NAM model is wanting to suggest during the early portion of Thursday morning, about 1 inch, and we'll get to the official Highland Weather forecast snowfall totals. About an inch or two remains possible along the North Carolina and Tennessee state line. However, places towards the western North Carolina mountains and the East Tennessee region away from the North Carolina and Tennessee border can see about accumulations to maybe an inch remains possible, maybe a little bit of 2 inches. But places towards the western North Carolina mountains there, towards Asheville, we could probably see a coating to, again, a possibility of an inch remains possible. We can see, looking at the Thursday AM NAM model, you can see snow flurries even popping up North Carolina, Tennessee state line all the way up to all the way down, maybe towards our northeast Georgia and upstate South Carolina counties. Again, little to no accumulation is expected. Actually, an inch remains possible, but it's, again, not going to be as close to accumulation as we saw last weekend. Now, here's the official forecasted snowfall accumulation that we decided to put out here. North Carolina and Tennessee state line has the greatest chance of accumulation tonight. You can see upwards of 2 to 3 inches remains possible there outside of Gatlinburg, north of Andrews. However, much of the viewing area, western North Carolina mountains included in our East Tennessee, looking at about a dusting to an inch of snowfall. So definitely want to watch out for that. The rest of the viewing area only expected to get snow flurries, not really much out of the system at all. A lot of this should dissipate during the afternoon hours on Thursday. So that's some positive news there. Do expect some delays. Looking at maximum wind gusts here, winds will be strong, 20 to 30 miles per hour, even upwards of 40 miles per hour towards the northeast portion of northeast portion of Asheville there. You can see 30 miles per hour towards the South Carolina upstate, northeast Georgia, 30 miles per hour towards central South Carolina. Winds will remain relatively calmer towards the Piedmont, North Carolina region at 10 to 15 miles per hour. None of this really is going to warrant a wind advisory, but do be prepared for some gusty, windy conditions. Now, we are expecting rain today into much of tomorrow morning before it transitions to snow, then tapering off. We could see the totals of about an inch, 2 inches remain possible towards the North Carolina and Tennessee state line. 2 inches remain possible of rainfall towards Columbia. But again, about an inch or less remains possible towards the western North Carolina mountains, towards Asheville. Now let's go ahead here and take a look at the latest futurecast here for the next couple of hours. We could see starting off the morning around 9 a.m., clouds will start to really increase through much of the viewing area. Maybe some pop-up sunshine. Then we start to see moderate to very heavy rainfall start to push its way in towards the upstate South Carolina counties, becoming more widespread towards central South Carolina. Then we start to see the main moisture start to pop up. This is 5 p.m. Wednesday. Then we're starting to see snow showers, heavy snow showers along I-40 towards Knoxville, I-75, Gatlinburg, all of those pushing a little bit towards Bakersville and Burnsville. Now continuing through that future cast a little bit more, it becomes more widespread all the way from the North Carolina and Tennessee state line towards Andrews, all the way up to Bakersville. Now we're still continuing through that future cast again, and we can see a lot of the snow showers start to dissipate, but then the western North Carolina mountains start to get in on that action towards 11 p.m. Places like Asheville, Marion, Morganton, Burnsville, Marshall, even Waynesville is starting to get into that snow accumulation chance. Again, a dusting to an inch remains possible. That's what we're forecasting. Then we start to see snow showers still continue towards Morganton, even popping up a little bit towards Spartanburg. Again, no accumulation expected down there. We can see still snow showers remain possible before it tapers off to the early portion of our Thursday morning. And then as we continue around 5, 6 o'clock, maybe pop-up snow showers towards upstate South Carolina. But those temperatures will really start to warm up because we're only sitting at about 30 degrees for lows. Again, maybe some pop-up isolated flurries remain possible towards South Carolina before we start to see the sunshine push its way out of those clouds around 11, 12, 1 o'clock. Then we see, because of warmer temperatures, the pop-up of isolated showers. Now looking at today's high temperatures, 46 in Asheville, 49 in Greenville, Spartanburg, 54 in Columbia, 45 in Charlotte, 41 in Knoxville, 46 in Gatlinburg, 49 in Andrews. Temperatures will not reach below freezing tonight, mid to lower 30s, upper 30s towards the South Carolina upstate, low 40s towards central South Carolina. Before massive cool down yet again, highs will be in the upper 30s, upper 40s towards the upstate South Carolina. Now looking at the updated Highland weather 7-day forecast, showers remain possible Wednesday, have about 49, low of 22. Then we see sunny conditions Thursday all the way through Tuesday. Temperatures warming from the low 40s into the lower and upper 50s by the early portion of next week, with lows in the lower 20s, warming into the low 30s. Even Monday night, not possibly reaching below freezing, sitting at that about mid 30s. So that's some positive news there if you're looking forward to warmer temperatures after the prolonged cold that we had last weekend. All right, everyone, I'm Chief Weather Forecaster Beckett Webb here. Thank you so much for tuning in. Have a great rest of your Wednesday, and I will see you all on the next Weather Watch program on Thursday. We'll leave you with the latest updated look at the Highland Weather 7-day outlook.